Hello. Let's go with hello, Scorpio. My name's Antoinette. Welcome to Pretty Baby Tarot. I'm out in my car today. So I'm not gonna have a very great view. Alright, let's see what's going on. Let's go for relationship reading for Scorpio. Current relationship reading. It's not shuffled in long enough. It's so hot out. I'm so sick of this sweaty crap. Alright. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, give me 3 cards for Scorpio relationships. All right, Scorpio, we have Yang, which is my Divine Masculine card. Didn't plan on this being a twin flame reading, but maybe it's not everyone. It might just resonate with some. You'll know who you are. All right. Spirit is saying the current relationship you are in is not a blessing, but a curse, is what I just heard. There is no fixing this situation. I say that because it's cleaning it up in the reverse. So your relationship was a lesson for you. Your current relationship is a reflection of only you're on the other side of your last relationship. The person you're currently with was put into your life to teach you a lesson on how you made your last partner feel. You had to be on the other side in order to realize that it wasn't okay to treat someone that way. Spirit says you've learned your lesson, and if not, you will. So the marriage and our relationship is not a blessing, but a lesson. Like I said, there's no fixing it. This person was not meant to stay in your life, only to come in and, like I said, teach you lessons. Basically mirror your behavior back to you. I'm sure if you look at it that way, like, you'll see it. You had to know what it was like to be treated the way you treated your past person. Could have been all of your exes. It could have just been the one. But she had to come in and do you like you did your last relationship partner. There won't be any fixing it. Like I said, it wasn't meant to stay. So Spirit says learn the lesson, and you'll be able to get out of the situation. Choose you. And even though you will be alone, being alone is better than feeling alone, is what I'm hearing. Maybe that's how you're thinking about your current relationship. I think it's starting to click for you. Your eyes are opening to being on the other side, is what I'm hearing. If you learn your lesson and leave this current situation and not ever treat anybody like that again, your next relationship will be wholesome. However, if you play the victim to, you know, your karma, you're not going to learn the lesson, and your next relationship is just going to be the exact same as this one because you didn't learn the lesson. Spirit will literally put you in the same position nonstop until you learn the lesson. You know, I don't want to treat people this way, or I don't want to make this decision. I don't want to, you know, play the victim. I don't want to, you know, until you learn that lesson, it's going to be on repeat. Come to the edge. Spirit saying, learn these, you know, learn these lessons so that you can have a whole new way of life. I feel like you no longer want to be stuck in your ways, is what I'm hearing, and you're ready to, you're done living the fast life, is what I heard. And if not currently, that'll be your status, your mental like status, like soon. Things will just get uglier and uglier. Things will get harder and harder. Pretty much God will allow that person to break you into pieces until you learn that lesson. It's a rough lesson, I'm telling you. I had to go through it, and I was like, Lord, like, you know, my ex, I loved him so much. Well, I thought that's what love was. It was really toxic, so it really was. I mean, I loved him, but it wasn't like that. Anyway, like days for months, I like put up with the worst of the worst. But I can't even be mad at him. I gotta be mad at me because I chose to stay in the situation. Just like right now, you're choosing, I feel like you're sitting in your karma, and you're just like, I deserve this. This is what I deserve. So you're kind of just dealing with it. But the whole point isn't to just get your karma and stay stuck in it. It's to realize that you don't want to learn that lesson ever again, and fix, you know, the way you do things, the way you treat people, the way you look, you know, just things about you that just need internal healing, you know. Because you are a divine masculine. I know right now you're in a fork. You are in a fork in the road. You are trying to choose between two people. It could be, yeah, two people, one old and one new. But there is one that you can't imagine your life without. And you're like, you don't even have to think about it. Like, you know, like that's where your heart is. Because that person made you, I feel like this is a past person, made you really, really happy. Like, and that was something completely new for you. And you don't want the symphony to end. Like, you don't want your guys' story to end. You want a restart. Because right now you are not happy. You are not content. As much as you are faking it to make it, it's really transparent to people. The only person you're fooling is yourself, is what I just heard. And you know you want to go towards this person, but it's gonna be a lot of work. You won't be able to go towards this person unhealed. They're vibrating really high, your twin, but they won't have it at all. You know that. So you're realizing, like, well, it's easier if I stay here, is what I'm hearing. Like, you want to stay in misery just so you don't have to do the work. Sorry, that was my alarm. But you're ready for like change. You're not happy where you're at. It's like you have a deep knowing that where you're at is not where you're meant to be. I feel like you're starting to see people for who they really are, and that's not just your romantic interest, that's family, that's friends, it's coworkers, it's bosses. The veil is being lifted. You're waking up to the real reality and not the one that you've allowed yourself to be blinded by, is what I'm hearing. That has been filled with nothing but chaos and conflict. Maybe somebody you left out in the cold. Or you're currently being left out in the cold by your current. I feel like you left your past person out in the cold, and now you're being left out in the cold. You want a fresh start with this past person. I feel like you're trying to make things work with where you're at, but it's not working, because that's not where you want to be. You want to go back to your treasure island, the place that you were the happiest the most with, and that was with your divine feminine, which is not where you're currently at. You're with the karmic. If you were wondering, now you know. She was there to give you your karma. The spirit says it's time to chop wood, it's time to clean house, it's time to learn these lessons and move on to the next chapter. So you can go, you know, the person you're currently with is not your soulmate, if that's what you're thinking. The one you want to go back to, is what I'm hearing, is your soulmate. Your milk and honey, which is your ultimate happiness. She's my walking dream come true, is what I just heard. And you want to go back to them because they were your home. Oh, sorry. They were your home. They were where you felt home, like safe, loved. But you know, you lost this past person because of the community, but you're done worrying about what they think. You're done being like them, is what I heard. And maybe you're observing this person, maybe you're watching them, I feel like, but you know that they're not going to be flexible. They're not going to just let you walk into their life, and you're going to be obligated to do things by the book. And that's what's keeping you kind of in your head. All right, Scorpio, that was your reading. Let me see. A few more other cards. Ooh, it's hot out here. I hope you guys are keeping cool because it's hot as shit. Alright, Spirit, let me get these shuffled a little bit and see if we can get Scorpio some cards. Alright. Okay. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, can you give me some messages for Scorpio? Ooh. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have free will, which you know you have the free will to walk out of any situation, to make, you know, decide to go. You just have free will in every decision. You know that. Spirit's saying your current situation is not healthy. Spirit says move forward, experience the grace of who you truly are. The person you're with, you can't be who you are, like who you authentically are. I feel like even around, you know, your friends, your coworkers, I feel like you wear a mask around each and every one of them, and it's like you can't even be yourself, and you're thinking like, why am I even alive if I'm not even living? It's like you're realizing that you're stuck in a cycle, that you're not living life. You know, you're not happy. You're not where you want to be. All you do is fight. All you do is stress. All you do is want to be like away from home, is what I'm hearing. Spirit says it's time to move forward. Learn your lesson. Which is, I feel like you need to trust your intuition a little bit more about your current situation. Longing is the portal to wholeness. You're longing for someone. You're in a situation, you're with someone, but you are longing for someone else, someone. I feel like this person to you, it wouldn't matter where in the fucking world that you were with them. You would be at home, because home is a person, not a place. You know, the next card is listen to advice. Guidance is needed to cross the ocean of life. I feel like the people you have, mostly people who just gave you really bad advice, which is what got you in the situation you're currently in to begin with. And I feel like you're realizing that. You're like, you know what? The next decisions I make are going to be me making them. I'm not going to listen to them. It's like everybody around you's happy and you're fucking miserable. But they're happy because you're miserable. And you're starting to see that the people around you really aren't for you. Because you want to go home. You want to be with your divine feminine. You're sick of being stuck in a karmic cycle. I felt you've been in a karmic cycle for a really long time is what I'm hearing. I feel like you need to you just need to chill. Don't stay stuck because you feel like it's your karma. Nobody deserves to be stuck in a really dark place. Nobody at all. And I'm sending you a lot of love and light. I hope that you end up choosing you, even if you feel like your past person isn't going to have you. Like, I hope that you would choose you over being stuck in a situation where you're not happy, where you're not living. Because no matter what anybody has ever did on earth, everybody deserves to be happy. Everybody deserves to have healthy love. Everybody deserves to be surrounded by people who are for them. Everybody deserves to be happy. We all pay our karmic debt. That's just a part of life, but we learn what not to do through those lessons. And, once you learn those lessons, you won't, if you went out of your way in the past to like hurt people, you'll no longer do that because you know what it's like to feel hurt. You won't mistreat people because you won't want to be mistreated. You won't lie to people because you won't want to be lied to. You won't plot on people because you don't want people plotting on you. It's all in the lesson. Realizing your part in everything, not playing the victim to anything, because really when it comes down to like life, there are, sick fucks who molest and rape people and shit like that. But, we really don't go through anything we didn't have coming. Whatever we put in the universe, besides those heinous circumstances where people are just disgusting. Anyway, but even then they've been hurt too, but that's a whole other story. Anyway, you realize like, okay, maybe like, let's say your past relationship, you cheated on them, you lied to them, and then you went into a relationship where you wanted to be the loving person, and your new person just was cheating on you. They were lying to you, pretty much were like a mirror, like I said, to you, and now you're like, damn, I did that to somebody. And realize that you had it coming. You're not the victim, victim of your own circumstances. Maybe this, and I know currently this person that you are currently with, maybe you were good to them and you feel like the karma is unfair. No, the karma comes around in its own timing. It could be a year later, it could be a day later, it could be 6 months later, it could be 2 seconds later. That's how karma works. But it's just to realize, like, I had this coming at some point in time, even if it took 10 years, you know. And that's like where the healing comes in, because you realize, like, damn, I did this to somebody. I don't want to do this. I don't want to hurt anybody anymore. Or, you know, I don't want to sell somebody a dream because I don't want to be sold one. Like, just learn the lessons. It's not easy, but the healing needs to happen. If it doesn't, you're just going to leave that person and end up with somebody just as toxic, if not more, which to me, what I'm feeling is terrifying for you. Enough where you're at, it's that bad. So you definitely don't want worse. So Spirit's saying, just like, learn your lessons, you know, and don't be mad at yourself. Just realize, hey, I fucked up. I made a mistake. I'm not going to make that one again. And, you know, go out, you know, heal, have a clean slate. You know, that's all you have to do, really. And things will get better for you. All right, Scorpio, sending love and light your way. Healing isn't easy, but it is totally worth it. All right, sending love and light your way. Bye, loves.